Hey guys, welcome back to Extremely Annoyed. It's your boy Bennett B from the Bronx. I like your boy. I'm trying to find out. Okay, I got it. Okay, it's good. So hold on, let me check the. Yeah, pretty good. We gonna, you know what? We're gonna reposition this right here. We're gonna put it right here. All right, we're gonna put it right here in this corner. I think that looks a little better, right? What do you guys think? It's still in the way. Maybe shorten that a little bit. Here you go. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're gonna react to the unreleased full sound podcast featuring Andrew Schulz. All right, so y'all know about this already, I'm sure. If you don't, it was a controversial podcast, according to Andrew Schulz. That well, no, I don't know. Sorry, hold on. Let me repeat that. It was a controversial podcast regarding Andrew Schulz and the No Boys, especially Stanny or Stani, whatever his name is. And he bullied Stani through the podcast or some shit like that. Like a few minutes, they were going back at it, back and forth. Andrew Schulz and Stani. And let's just react to it. That's what's this whole thing. So the podcast should have been released months ago. It was made months ago, and it wasn't released because, according to Andrew Schultz, it was the worst podcast he has ever been on. So we gonna make the judgment now because it's finally been released. Because Andrew Schultz actually told Noel to go ahead and release it because there was so much demand for it because of I think a manager or CEO, whatever the hell he is, of Full Send. He was on a podcast, an interview where he mentioned this podcast. He mentioned that this is one of the podcasts that was never revealed, and so people started hearing about this, and they would start asking questions. Why wasn't it revealed? And they had to basically confront the whole situation. Like, why wasn't it revealed? And find out that there was a thing between Andrew Schultz and Steiny. Um, but now it's released, and let's just get into it. Let's watch this and react to this. We're gonna watch the entire podcast, 1 hour and 14 minutes. it, okay, so we're going into this being, according to Andrew Schultz, and also some of the members of Nook Boys, that it was a very bad podcast. It was very boring, very quiet. It wasn't, you know. So we're going into this 1 hour 14 minutes reaction, and probably even more because obviously I'm gonna be probably pausing the podcast here and there to give my take in it on it. Um, yeah. Ah, am I ready to do this? I don't know. I do not know. Do I feel like doing this? I have no freaking idea. I don't think I am. But let's go. Let's go. Come on. What is that?
Was filmed November 10th, 2022. So this was a fucking long ass time ago this episode was filmed, guys. But with this one, it was kind of, I think, our first time having a comedian on. We kind of wanted to treat it like our boys only episodes where it's our internals and we kind of just chill and fucking bro down and like talk about whatever's going on in the world. And we thought that would be a good way to do Schulz. We saw his video and I guess he felt like we were asking him generic questions or like we didn't know anything about him, which I understand his point of view. And guys, I'm not claiming to be the fucking next Larry King or fucking Joe Rogan.
I think they admitted that too. Like, I think Kyle or Stani, one of them, I remember hearing it from one of these guys, that basically they just watched a one of the specials of Andrew Schultz specials because he's a stand-up comedian, and they kind of just prior than going to the podcast, and that's all they I guess they that's all the research they did. I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Maybe that was just the thing they did. They mentioned that they did, but they actually already knew about Andrew Schultz. I don't know. It seems suspect to me. I think, obviously they mentioned it, so I think that's literally all they did is watch a special of Andrew Schulz and decided to, oh, we know enough to ask some questions and make this podcast interesting. But clearly it wasn't, you know, so.
And I've never claimed to be the best podcaster. This was 8 months ago, but even till this day, still, like, this whole podcast thing, we were kind of just having fun with it, and it got...
Yo, Kyle is funny as hell. He is hilarious as shit. And Jesse, too, like the two original Noke boys. It's weird, though, when he talks like this, when he's absolutely normal. It's like, I don't know, bro. I just get a different vibe from this guy. I don't dislike him or anything like that. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying, like, right away, I don't see the Kyle that I guess that's what it is, bro, because you're used to the funny, crazy, like, unpredictable guy that you see in the pranks and whatever. And this normal guy, just like two different people. And of course it is. Of course. Why I'm overthinking this, obviously.
Really huge, and we're always trying to get better at it. But with that being said, we've done so many different guests, huge guests. We've had Elon on. He sat with us for 4 hours, and he tweeted after and said he had a good fucking time. Trump came on once and then literally told everyone around him, told Dana he had such a good time that we got him on again. We've had Shaq, like so many big names, and like this is our first time where...
Oh, did they have Shaq? Man, I love Shaq, bro.
Guests,
I gotta watch that.
Didn't enjoy themselves on the podcast, which honestly, it sucks for me to like hear that because we.
I forgot to check one more thing, guys. I'm sorry about this. I gotta make sure you guys are actually hearing this. Yeah, it seems like you guys are actually hearing this. So okay, let's get back to the video.
At time, and we definitely like
last time I made a mistake. I thought I had the the screen of volume on, but it wasn't on, so I was doing like the entire live stream with no volume for the reaction video that I was doing a reaction to. So anyway, I had to make sure. Anyway,
have Schulz on. I think he's fucking hilarious. He's obviously a legend. Now we've seen Schulz said in his video that he didn't want to put the episode out because he thought it was so bad. That's what he originally told me. I was kind of the one pushing to release it because I thought it was fucking hilarious, and I think you guys will find it entertaining, regardless if it's bad or not. It's fucking hilarious. It's a fucking podcast. Like, it's not that fucking serious to me. And then Steiny didn't want it out because Schulz went fucking LaFlame on him. I do feel a little bad for Steiny because I saw Schulz say that he thought Steiny was trying to troll him, and I don't think Steiny was trying to troll him at all. I actually think Steiny was trying his genuine best to like help keep the podcast going. He did get roasted pretty hard by Schulz, but I think he was trying his best, honestly. After Schulz saw us talk about it, we were talking in a group chat literally about doing it, and then I saw him just post on his story, say, release the pod. So I was like, okay, I thought we were reshooting it, but I guess we're not. I guess we're releasing it. I wanted to release it the whole time. I never gave two fucking shits if it came out or not. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think you guys will love it. Schulz says it's our worst podcast, but I think it's our best. I'm claiming this right now. It's the best Full Send podcast episode ever. You guys let me know what you think. It's fucking entertaining. Schulz, I think we got to run it back after this one. We have to. The people want it. I don't know. Life is fucking stupid, man. Let's get into it, boys.
Now I feel Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now, it's consistent with his character. Really cool guy. I want to just make a disclaimer right now, guys. Maybe I should have waited when I'm better. I have a massive headache, intense headache, and I've been having it for over a week now, and it's because of my toothache. And right now I'm experiencing that headache and a toothache. So I might tap out. And I'm hoping that I don't, and hoping that I focus so much on this podcast that I kind of zone out and just not think of my pain right now. But I kind of feel like that's not going to happen. So just as a disclaimer, again, I might tap out. And I apologize if you want to leave. I totally understand. Let's get back into this.
Holy, hour drive. I gotta take a fucking week. Everything good?
Sure.
Nice to meet you.
Andrew Schulz.
All right, here we are, New York City.
Yo, they showed his face. Steve, you know, I thought they was gonna blur his face. Yeah, it's unfortunate for Steve, man. It's unfortunate for YouTube, really. They lost somebody great.
Steve, you want to put the mic in front of you?
Sure.
Got a huge fill in. Brad's not here, so episode's not going to be all about him. It's a group pod.
Brad's gonna be pissed he's not on this
I know.
episode.
You guys cool or what?
But
Do
we
you
got
want
Steve subbing in. I feel
you
like
want to
that's
talk?
way better.
You want to? I think we should talk about the $100 fight we had.
Yeah. So we were at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, right? You were there.
I was there.
So I know I paid, or Brad paid for me and Selena or something.
Yeah.
And with the idea that you were gonna pay for Jacob.
Yeah.
And this is $100 US.
Basically, I showed up late to Ferrari World. We're in Abu Dhabi.
I wasn't there, so yeah.
And there's a huge argument going on, and the camera's out. So I'm like, this is funny. Like, Brad's freaking out, and so Brad
Was
had
he actually pissed though?
You know, he's
Yes.
like pressing me, like
he called out Steve and was like, "Where's my fucking money?" And I thought, "Yo, this
Give
is for the
Jacob-
camera."
he's like, give Jacob $100.
But was
right
he kidding
now.
or was he actually
He
mad?
was so
Bro, he was
pissed.
Because you can
serious.
tell when Brad's actually mad
like,
because his eyes
pissed.
are like he's like looking down and shit like
and
this.
his veins are coming out.
But he's like being the bully, like using his size, like
Yeah.
give him $100 right now. And I was in shock.
Did you call him out?
What did I say?
I'm in shock hearing this shit, bro. You like $100? You serious? Nah, he can't be serious. I mean, maybe they're not. You know, if he's actually serious about being upset over $100 with, you know, I don't know what was the situation again that he had to pay for somebody that he thought he was gonna pay, but whatever, you know, end up paying and I guess he felt like he was being scammed. If that's the case, if he felt like he was being scammed and it's all about principle, I get it. But he actually genuinely just mad because he had to pay $100 for his boys or some shit. Like, bro, are you guys really actually friends for real? Like, you know, it just makes you question
I
shit.
forgot
You're
exactly what I
like, dude,
said.
you know how much fucking money I've spent on you and your filmer, which is true.
Yeah, I was like, I've spent more money on Jacob than you do. I've
Probably
spent
hundreds
so
of
much
thousands.
money. Just in general, I'll give you the $100, but
You
this
can
is
come in
like
whenever, too, if you wanna
insane.
tell him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
So did you tell him?
That shit is pretty funny, man. That is absolutely actually funny. He's like, "Fuck, I want my $100 regardless." Like, it's some change probably to him, but he's like, "Fuck it, I'll give him my $100." That's funny. You know, I get it, man. It's all about principle. Now, the context is very clear.
Yo, bro, I paid for so much of your shit. Like, why are
Yeah.
you pressing me over $100?
And then
And what'd he say?
He was fired up. When that guy gets heated, he stays in that heated.
What'd he say? What's the response to that?
Do you
though?
remember the response? I know he didn't make me give the $100 after, but it
Oh shit. Okay, I understood now. Steve was telling him like I paid for so much shit. That he, like, why are you upset about it? $100. I gotta listen.
was just
better.
crazy because it's like
Guys, I suffer from ADHD, so I really gotta just gotta drill in and focus as hard as and I'm gonna try my very best for you guys to focus as hard as possible. And again, ADHD, guys, so I can do that, but right now I can't do that. Yeah,
like he wanted to like
but I'm gonna try to do it.
beat me up for over $100.
Brad brought me McDonald's breakfast in Abu Dhabi once.
No way.
I swear to God.
free of
I was,
charge.
I was surprised.
That's crazy.
I
paid
kind
for
of wanted
it?
to test him though, because like we were both standing there, and then like I just kind of waited it out, and I made him pay for breakfast.
No, he's
It was
insane.
pretty
What
dope.
he was, it was like
He bought
waiting
me,
to
he
who
bought
pays.
me an egg McMuffin.
What?
Yeah, it was
my
like
God.
$6.
You're taking the biggest win out of anybody.
I know.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, right. I know where this is coming, but yeah.
Shit.
So we got Andrew Schulz today. You know,
Brad
him?
is cheap as fuck though. That's
He's the
fuck.
cheapest.
I can't like he goes to dinner with us. Like you weren't there, but Red Rock and him and his editor get steak dinners. He expects that I pay for it.
I want to see his.
Like it's like crazy that he even chips in for his filmer. It's
I
pretty.
want to see
crazy.
how his ordering changes.
Do you ever
if
just
he
look at
pays.
him though and just be like, "Yo, let's chop it up"?
Yeah, right. No.
I mean,
Like that's what you got to do though. Like we all take turns grabbing the bill and shit, and I feel like we're fair. But if someone's
Well,
like
that's how
not
we-
grabbing the bill ever, like
I
you
got the
got to be
bill
like,
in
"Yo,
Abu
let's
Dhabi.
chop it up."
I'm just so used. Like Brad is rich. Like
He's-
so. I'm just so used to like all my friends that have money. It's just like okay, you got it, I got it. Just
Yeah.
no one.
What goes around comes around.
It's just how it
Yeah.
goes. So it's
that's,
like
that's when you're. But that's when with
But
your
I
boys.
will do that if I know
That's
that
what I'm
someone's
saying.
like not paying all the time or they're like taking advantage of me. Then I'll be like, "Yo, I won't grab the bill. Like I will just be like, "Yo, I'm chopping it. Like let's chop it up."
Have you had to do that before?
It's not like nothing serious, but I do it when it's necessary because like you don't want to be taken advantage of. I
Yo.
feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I text him after. It's like,
Yo, put the mic in front of you.
and I text him after like, I really don't appreciate you coming at me like that. Like, don't do that again. I've spent more money on you than your own parents, and more money on Jacob than you.
Okay, I'm gonna
will
expose
ever.
Brad real quick. I'm gonna expose him.
We're doing.
gonna expose him
everyone's
real
gonna
quick.
be like, why are we doing this the one episode he's not here?
No, I'm really scared. This is going out soon, right?
Well,
At
no,
least a week.
if
He
This
Brad
is
has-
going out.
he
This
has-
is going out next.
He has my watch. I left it at his place, and I'm seriously, I haven't gotten it back for 3 weeks. I think he's stealing it, but
He probably is.
we went to Vegas one time, and we were on a party bus.
When they talk about Brad like that, bro, I love Brad. I mean, he's funny, man. He's cool. I love his content, and when they talk about him like that, like they always got some crazy shit to say about that guy. You know, like Steve can do it, especially. Always got some shit. You remember that intervention they did for him, and Steve was like, oh, he was molested by Brad. Yo, bro, that shit killed me, son. I was dying, bro. That was so. And Slim or Salim, whatever his name is, he's funny as hell too. And he was just pouring fuel on that. It was like funny, so funny.
So we were filming, and we had a couple strippers, and Steve threw probably like 2K once, and we go to his house a week later, and we got off the party bus before him. There's ones everywhere. We go to the house a week later, and in the corner there's 2 fucking plastic bags filled with ones, and we're like, yo, what the fuck is that from? And Jacob just starts kind of shaking his head, and I'm like, did you guys pick those up from the party bus? Because we like left them as a tip for the driver. So they stayed back. All the ones.
Oh
Did Jacob do
shit!
that, or you did it
He
himself?
was like, yo, fuck this. And they both were picking him up. And they're just sitting in his living room. And you remember this? He's like, yo, I
Oh
meant to give them back to you, bro.
shit! Yo,
I got
Savage.
them because I didn't want you to throw them.
No, I remember him returning thousands of dollars in ones, but I don't remember the party bus.
Well, that's where we threw them. But yeah, it was pretty crazy.
But to be clear, if Brad was here, I'd be saying this right now. I'm not just saying it.
Okay, if he was here, I would not be saying any of this.
His only response is, "I have Apple Pay."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
That's his only response, bro.
And
Roggy or Joggers like made to lose your wallet. I've lost my wallet from them before, but
but yeah, I haven't talked to him since then. So
So you guys aren't cool right now.
no, we're cool. It just rubbed me the wrong way. It was
Yeah,
just
that is
like,
dust.
It's
I
just
mean,
like
I would love to see his response to that.
it just
Like
really,
why he
well,
asked
no, his
you for
response.
$100.
No, he was just pissed off that Jacob wasn't able to get the camera in and took it out on me. But it's like
I mean, you
you
could
gotta have some
Ah.
common sense coming after me
could
for
release the
$100.
beast.
What'd you say?
release the beast.
What do
Put him in a group chat with Mary Beth.
I think someone told my mom. I told someone. I think they told my mom.
Yeah, well, he has no idea what's going on.
Let's go.
What's good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you
Been trying to do this for a minute, eh?
Yeah, I know,
Fuck.
right?
Andrew
Come
Schulz.
Is
My
this your
man.
spot or something?
Are we going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going.
I know Cole, man. I didn't set this up. You guys did, but
Cole?
obviously, but Cole owns this place.
So what's good? Where'd you come from?
I live down the block.
Where are we? Lower East Side?
Well, yeah, we're in or Soho. They call this area.
You lived here your whole life?
Nah, I grew up in the East Village.
Now you're here with your wife?
Yeah, my wife and I live down in Soho. Is this shit?
I just want to say
talk to me, man.
the infamous special was fantastic.
Oh, thank
It
you,
was
brother.
so good.
Jokes, bro.
Thank you,
I
man.
bought it. I made sure to share it because
You
how
did
good
share
it
it.
was. It was incredible.
Thank you.
It really was.
Thank you, man.
Bro, the
And-
whole marketing of that shit was like
It was
pretty
insane.
viral.
Thank you, man. Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that, like-
this shit worked out.
Was that like planned or was that just like talk us through that? What happened with that?
Oh, you're saying like when they wanted to edit the jokes?
Because didn't you want to sell it?
Well,
to, like, a-
originally,
yeah.
originally it was with one of the streamers, and then they had some higher ups there had some issues with the jokes, and then they said that they want to cut the jokes, and then I didn't want to do that, and but I wasn't necessarily upset because I knew that story is like perfect, and everything is story.
Especially nowadays, like I feel like that's
Yeah.
happening to fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Are you able
yeah.
to say which ones you were like pitching it to?
No, because like a thing I learned about it was already with one, so they just were like, no, we can't do that. And that's the thing I learned about Hollywood is everybody's just trying to keep their job.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you realize that, like I used to think Hollywood was this. There was like a few people that would like come together every year, and they'd be like, all right,
We can't do this. We can't do this.
exactly. Like, everybody's trans now, and it's like that's not how it works. It basically is a bunch of people who are scared they're not going to be able to have their jobs anymore.
That's what I always say too.
So when you're terrified, you lean towards the safest thing, which is everybody. We accept everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? And yeah, and once I understood that, I was like, ah, that's not that bad.
If you're tolerant about everything, you don't stand for nothing.
These people got kids and shit.
Is there ever anything where you're like, yo, this is too far? I
Facts.
can't talk about this?
Maybe, but then I just find a way to talk about it because it's all how you talk about
Yeah,
it.
how do you decide that? I mean, that's something we deal with too, but it's interesting because
Yeah.
comedians kind of have this.
I know Andrew Schulz just got there, and I'm already bored as hell. I guess. Okay, maybe he's gonna get better.
Pass a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So
of course
how
we
do
do.
you like decide?
I already knew, like, I mean, Kyle said it should be funny, like the whole podcast should be funny and whatever. Andrew Schulz said it's horrible and it was really boring, and so it was supposed to be something we expected anyway. But this is just awful so far. Whatever.
Decide what's too far?
It's
Just by your
play.
own- yeah.
As long as you're playing, you get away with everything. That's that.
I mean, podcasts. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say that because I wasn't gonna say basically that podcasts usually are boring, in my opinion, but not all podcasts. I mean, there are podcasts like Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Andrew. What's his name? Andrew. His name is Andrew too. It's crazy. So I don't know, something with an S in it. Anyway, he's funny as hell too. And their podcast, I love their podcast. Bad Friends. If you haven't watched or heard their podcast, they're really funny. And a couple of comedians just making jokes. And Andrew Schultz's podcast is pretty good too. The Note Boys, I seen a couple of them. And they a lot of times they are actually like asking very serious questions and not, they're not being entertaining a lot of times. I don't think so. Like, at least the couple of podcasts that I seen, that's what I got. That's the impression I got from it. That they're trying to make it a very serious podcast and just ask serious questions throughout the podcast. There are times that's it's pretty funny, but I love funny, comedic type of podcasts. Andrew Schultz's podcast is pretty funny. And like I said, Bad Friends is one of my favorite podcasts. Impulsive was also one of my favorites until I found out they're liberal pieces of shit. But let's get back into the podcast.
That's how I feel. As long as it's playful. If you're standing on it, you're like, this is how I feel. Then
And they, obviously George Schenker was the only realist person on that podcast. Now he's not even a part of the podcast anymore. It's crazy.
you're gonna get fucked, and you gotta try to defend it. Like if Andrew Tate was like, I'm joking, I don't believe any of this shit, then nobody would give a fuck. But he's like, I
But then
do
it wouldn't be
believe
as
this.
funny at the same time.
It wouldn't be as funny, and he wouldn't be able to make as much money, right? So it's like it's a very tricky thing where he's got to be like, I do believe this, but I'm also being hyperbolic.
We did a pod with him. We're gonna upload it tomorrow. But
Yeah.
he did admit he said some of the shit he was joking.
Of course he's joking. He's
Yeah.
like a funny, like you can look at him.
I gotta hear it.
everything,
I gotta hear
Mhm.
this. About
right? And yeah, and once I understood that, I was like, ah, that's not that bad. These people got kids and shit.
Is there ever anything where you're like, yo, this is too far? I can't talk about this?
Maybe, but then I just find a way to talk about it because it's all how you talk about
Yeah,
it.
how do you decide that? I mean, that's something we deal with too, but it's interesting because
Yeah.
comedians kind of have this pass a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So
of course
how
we do.
do you like decide what's too far?
It's
by your
play.
own- yeah.
As long as you're playing, you get away with everything. That's how I feel. As long as it's playful. If you're standing on it, you're like, this is how I feel, then you're gonna get fucked, and you gotta try to defend it. Like if Andrew Tate was like, I'm joking, I don't believe any of this shit, then nobody would give a fuck. But he's like, I
But then
do
it wouldn't be
believe
as
this.
funny at the same time.
It wouldn't be as funny, and he wouldn't be able to make as much money, right? So it's like it's a very tricky thing where he's got to be like, I do believe this, but I'm also being hyperbolic.
We did a pod with him. We're gonna upload it tomorrow. But
Yeah.
he did admit he said some of the shit he was joking.
Of course he's joking.
Yeah.
He's like a funny, like you can look at him and you're like, the way you're organizing these ideas, you're like kind of funny and you're thoughtful and like
Yeah.
he's not a dumb.
I think a lot of people that watch Andrew Tate knew that he's playing a character a lot of times, and he's 90%. I believe a lot of things that he says is true in his heart. Like he actually do believe them. He stands by them. But like the other 10%, he's just fucking around. He's just playing around. He's not being serious, really. He's doing it for clout, and it's a strategic thing. Obviously, I mean, You know, he's trying to he's trying to gain popularity. He's trying to make a living out of the social media. Even though he's if he was here or if he heard this, he would be like, I don't need to make a living out of the social media. I'm a millionaire, a billionaire, really. Always going up with the damn net worth. But like if he's being totally honest, I think he is trying to have some type of social media brand. I mean, he's been doing it for years. He's been a part of the social media for a long time. He's been trying to get into it. So, it makes sense that he has this character and he's outlandish with this character and his views. He kind of remish it a little bit or whatever. I don't know if I said that word right. Remish it. Whatever. The point here is like he overemphasizes the words and fucking exaggerates by his certain statements that he made. But yeah, I think he is trying to gain popularity, and that's why he did it for. And I think that's and again, of course, if it's successful, it's very successful at it. Obviously, it's not working for him because the mainstream media, not the mainstream media, but them too, the Matrix, as he says it, are coming at him hard. They are coming at him hard, bro, for the things that he said, because he's challenging them, those. He's challenging them their plan. They're to rip away masculinity from the youth, so they could grow up to be submissive and agreeable. And he's trying to wake people to realize that and to become better as men, and as women as well. So yeah, people don't realize, only the like people who are actual sensible, people who are rational and take the time to actually listen and understand what he's actually saying and actually give a fuck about the future of the world, will always get that. And yes, I'm talking about people like myself. I get that 100%.
Dumb guy.
He's like a stand-up guy in a way.
Exactly. So it's like, but he can't call himself a comedian. He has to say I'm serious. And once you say you're serious about wild shit, then people go, okay, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with comedians, like, look, we like to be playful. Like human beings like to be playful, and we like to play with shit that scares us. You know what I mean? Like fucking Halloween is just we're afraid of death, and we're like, how do we play with it to get more comfortable with it?
I want to get your take on the Nick Cannon. I don't know if you saw
Having
it.
children?
He had his 12th kid today.
Yeah.
His 11th one last week.
Yeah.
Do we know how many different baby mamas? Is it 12 different ones?
I don't know if it's 12 different ones, but either way, it's a shitload of kids.
Yeah.
So you think that's like a flex, or is that a financial decision?
That is
like,
how rich people flex now, though.
But that's
I
12.
just got that, bro. He said he made his 12th kid today, and that's November 10th to 2022. And his 11th kid last week. So 2 different baby mamas. Nick Cannon, man, he's the man, bro. I don't know, like God bless him. I mean, God bless his kids, whatever. Like, he's building an actual legacy for real.
Because it's
kids?
expensive.
Because that is.
Do you think
the
that's a
most-
pullout problem, or
That
do you
is
think?
a flex.
It's
Like,
a
it's
super
like, yo,
flex.
I got
I could
Chad.
afford it. Like that's all we're thinking, right? We're going.
But I don't
"God
think he
damn."
can. 12 kids, child support's expensive.
I think child support cuts off after like 3.
Oh shit.
Does it?
Yeah, I think
That's
there's
a
some
life
weird
hack.
rules with that. Maybe Cali's different.
For
but
real?
Somebody could look that up. Someone way smarter than me, but I think it stops at a certain point.
But who do you flex? Yo, I got 12 kids to.
It's all over the
us,
gram and
we're
shit.
talking about it.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
guess
Like
you're right.
buying a Bugatti or whatever. It's like people got Bugattis that got nice watches, all that kind of shit. You buy that once, it's done. But like them kids, you got to look after till they're 18. Like that's a super flex. Like you guys, how many kids you guys got?
None.
Broke boy.
My daddy got 13 kids. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, man, bro. Top G for real.
Boys.
How many you
Do
got?
know- None.
13. 15, my bad, bro. I kind of 15 kids. Yeah. Yeah, 2 more.
We're just broke in a restaurant. Nick Cannon got it.
But do you think that's a pullout problem, or you think?
No, I think you get addicted to creating life. I want to have kids badly. My wife and I are trying to have kids. So yeah.
What's holding that up?
Cum.
You can't produce right
Cum and
now.
eggs. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. We just started like a month
Nice.
or 2. But yeah, who knows? I got to get my shit checked out.
How long have you guys been married?
Almost a year.
How does it
Damn.
change the
Yeah.
relationship once you get married?
They don't really.
Yeah, do you recommend marriage? I guess you can't really say. You're gonna get
Yeah,
in
I
trouble,
do.
But
I
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I actually really do recommend marriage.
Well, you posted. He's
Are
on
you-
his
are you
9-year
married?
anniversary.
No.
Are you guys married?
No.
9-year
But
anniversary. He's with his
practically-
girl.
Yeah.
Why not just do it? I met your girl. She seems sweet. Do you not want to get married?
No, she doesn't.
You don't believe in it?
No, she does. No, we want to.
So then what's the holdup?
mean, there you
Yo, they
24.
they just put his ass on the
But even if you get married,
spot
then
right
it
there.
doesn't-
Is this girl behind him? That's why he's looking over there, bro. Why would you do that though?
Doesn't work out. That's okay. You
No,
tried it.
I think it will work out. It's definitely something I want to do with her. So
Yeah.
I think just I don't know. It will happen.
Leave me the fuck
It will
alone.
happen.
That's what you need to say, Steve. Tell him to fuck off. Like, step back. Mind your business, son. I mean, bro, that is crazy. Why would you do that? Regardless of joking, that is not a joke, bro. When it comes to that, like, bro, shut up.
Okay, good.
How'd
Yeah,
you propose to
I'm
your
excited.
wife?
I just did it at this restaurant that she loves, and it was corny, and I
It's
fucked
probably
up the
romantic as
line.
fuck. Don't
It was
lie.
romantic, but
You
I
went
fucked
hard-
the
you went
line
hard
up.
on the
I-
Yeah.
I went a little bit harder afterwards, but like on the proposal was just in a restaurant, and my boy was next to me. He'd been with his girl for 5 years. I've been with my girl for like 2 or 3,
2 years. That's it.
and I had to wait for him to leave because he was like, "Motherfucker, if you propose to your wife in front of my girl who I've been with for 5
Oh,
years,
shit.
she's gonna kill me." So I just let him leave. He finished eating at the restaurant, and then I said,
It's all right, bro.
"Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, marriage is cool, man. I should get married."
Talked about Mr. Beast about the prenup thing.
Yeah,
Was that like a thought for you, or
to get a prenup.
yeah?
Yeah, for sure, it's a thought.
Did you do it?
No.
Well, how do you go about that? It's a big gamble.
Yeah, but that's marriage. I don't think you're married if you got a prenup.
No.
No,
No, it's about legally doing it.
no, it's about committing 100%.
What about in 10 years? Would you regret that if, like, God forbid?
Yeah,
Bro, what the fuck? What the hell did he just say? You don't think you're married if you get a bro? That's stupid, son. He's not being realistic at all. Like, you stupid, son. You stupid, son. You dumb as hell. I don't got a prenup. I don't have a prenup with my wife. Alright? The reason why I don't have a prenup is because I'm married to a respectful, God-fearing woman that doesn't involve herself with these made rules and shit. And she knows I'm gonna look out regardless. Right? But, and you talking about an American man, a Western man, not getting a prenup, especially like a celebrity like him, you tripping, son. You just being a bad businessman. Honest to God, like, you talk about you having a contract. That is what it is in marriage in the United States. It's a contract between the two. It's no longer a holy ceremony. It's a contract between you and your significant other, you know, to respect each other, to love each other, etc. Until she gets mad at you for not throwing out the trash at time for a couple of times, you know, or some shit like. And she's just upset, and she decides, hey, listen, I gotta get a divorce. Or maybe she just has a fit, like an emotional, distressed moment, like in her life, and decides, hey, listen, I'm just gonna take after your shit. I mean, it's, bro, you don't know, man. You know, women are unpredictable, you know, at times, and they can be very dangerous. And you know, a lot of, and especially Western women, where they're already like built to being hoes and sluts, slutticons, and you're gonna just trust them being a celebrity, bro? Come on, man. You just being dumb. Obviously, you're still considered married if you do a prenup. You're just being a smart freaking guy. You're a smart son of a gun.
God forbid it went, I'll be like, yeah, this is fucked up. But then that's the risk you take. But if you're going all in with somebody, and the idea is that you guys have this unit and you're going to build something together no matter what, and
Yeah.
you can't sign some paperwork that is basically assuming it's going to break down,
Very true.
you know?
Bro, is it like they say it's 50%, but I know it's more than 50%, and 50% is high already. But I know it's way more than 50%. It has to be. The divorce rate in America. Are you not taking statistics and facts into consideration? Are you not being reasonable? You know, Like, bro, be a freaking reasonable guy. You know, we're talking about your life here. You came so far, you've done so much for yourself. Why would you ruin it now? You know, why are you gonna be stupid now, bro? You know, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. You know, like,
You guys don't have girls?
Not at the moment, nah.
No?
It's
I
kinda,
don't.
you know,
I mean, you're 38, right?
39.
39. We're a
Yeah.
little bit younger.
How old
we're
are you?
still we're not that young. Though. I'm 28.
Yeah.
28.
Me too.
But you could have a girlfriend. You don't
We
have
could.
to, you know.
Got mains, but we're always on the road. It's like
Mhm.
that NBA lifestyle,
Yeah.
so it's a little tough.
Yeah.
You can't stay loyal. There's problems.
NBA.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
You
When a
think
player's
of
on the
yourself
road.
like an NBA player, right?
Well, when
Yeah,
they're on the
yeah.
Look
road
in
and
the
you got
mirror.
chicks, I don't know. You go to different cities,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like
yeah,
whatever.
okay, so Stowney was like, oh, you know, he just asked, you got girls. He didn't say you married or something. I don't know why Stowney just said all that shit. Oh, you're 39. No, we're younger. What the fuck? What are you talking about? And I get what he's trying to justify it by saying, like, listen, we're like we on the NBA phase right now. You know, it's not no real time to have actual girls in our lives that we're committed to or whatever. I get what he's trying to say, but the way he said it, I think I can see why Schulz thought he was trolling.
Yeah.
Like you tell me you have an IUD, then I'm
Then
nutting
you're
in
just
you.
letting it rock.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is
You
that a
don't-
bad take? You think?
What if they got an IUD?
If they say, "Yo, I got an IUD,"
Yo, his vibe is bro. I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Stoney's vibe is Mike Mejlek vibe, bro. It's a fake vibe, bro. It radiates fakeness and just disingenuous. You know, just I don't know. I don't like him. I don't like him, bro.
IUD, and you just let it fly.
Look at his face, like. This fly. Shut the heck, bro. Why you stand straight, son? Can you just talk? No, I get it. You gotta get close to him with your mic, but get close like this. Be normal. You know why you trolling everybody for? Like,
NBA.
do you? Yeah, you fucking like an NBA player. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would wear condoms. Why not just pull out? You like nutting inside?
If they say IUD,
You like that?
it's say less. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of pussy?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. It depends
You
on
get
the
a
shape.
lot.
It depends if it's a
very
dirty.
emotional guy.
Okay.
Very
It's like a
emotional
religion.
guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, it depends on if I'm really attracted to the girl, then yeah.
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 Okay.
Why, are
Like
you
Like
not?
if this guy drinks and he doesn't,
No, I
like,
think he's
get
got
pussy,
good. Yeah. What?
the
he's-
next day,
he's
like you know,
depressed.
like watch out, like don't talk to him.
Really?
He's gonna be in the worst mood. But if he
Really?
pulls,
That's pretty rare
it's
to
like,
see
yo,
that, but yeah.
he's gonna be
He's the
fucking,
best.
Yeah,
He's relaxed. He's, a
fired
good
up,
guy to
he's
be
happy.
around.
Yeah.
No, but you got good chat. I feel like you'd be fun.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and this is probably good being part of all this, right?
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah, it gets you, foot in the door, and then once you start talking to them, then you could do what you do best.
Well, did that help you when you started to take off as a comedian?
Did it help me get laid?
Fuck yeah.
No, I always got laid.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I
comedians
know.
are fucking
But being
social.
being a stand-up comedian sauce though.
yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's sauce, but like, it never was like, yeah, I never did comedy to get pussy or nothing like that. Like, yeah, I was happy that I was able to get laid before comedy because then I see certain comics, they do comedy to get pussy and it just bothers me.
There's guys like that out there.
Really?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
I mean, you just look at the jokes. Like, if every joke is like, men are so dumb.
Oh
No way.
Yeah.
To appeal to
Is
women.
there like left-wing comedians?
Yeah, there's everything.
I guess there is.
Yeah.
I don't really consider
Well,
those people comedians. I don't know. Or I just don't like.
I mean, yeah, I think there's both. I think that, I don't think you should be any wing if you're a real comedian.
What wing are you?
But like
None.
purposely trying to.
I would never
appeal
let
to, like,
anybody
someone.
know.
Well,
Yeah,
you
purposely
always.
trying to appeal takes away the comedy, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't misdirect.
Right.
If I know the direction you're going every single time, then you can't. And it also like being so polarized is like, it's just the worst fucking thing. You can't get away with a single joke. I was just telling this to John. It's like the second you establish a side, everything that you say can and will be used against you by the opposition because they view your viewpoints as something that's trying to destroy their life instead of what we all are is just like people trying to make it through life. It ain't that big a deal. So I would never take a side.
Right.
That's something you guys got to be careful with
Mm-hmm.
because I'm sure the perception of you guys is right wing,
Yeah.
but you're all Canadian. So
I'm just Canadian. They're American.
Salim is Canadian.
Salim,
Nah,
no,
he's
Salim's American.
Ethiopian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I knew he wasn't
Not
white.
even,
but
like he's not fucking voting.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
I
He's
thought he was
Ethiopian.
Canadian like you.
No.
Oh, so it's just you and
We
then
have a lot of Canadians in the squad, like back end, front end, but
okay. I like Canadians, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're one of the few.
Really?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Canadians?
this
Me.
guy-
Why don't
Love
you like them?
Canadians.
It's kind of annoying. I don't know.
But like
They just
for
don't
what?
get like common sense in like the greatest country, America. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, this is the greatest
How
country.
so?
Yeah. I don't know. I just noticed like the tendencies. It's just like this fucking Canadian
You
doesn't
tell
get
people
it.
you're from Miami when you're from Denver. though.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Like,
I'm
I'm
not.
What's to get? What are you talking about? I'm like so confident that then I gotta get into that then I gotta dig that topic even more. What he meant by that. Wait a minute. What is it to get it? You know, like
I'm from Toronto, at least. Like,
Yeah,
You're not
okay.
even from Toronto, bro.
No.
I think Canadians get us the most. Like I don't know, bro. I just feel like they do get us. I don't know.
I mean,
me?
Yeah.
yeah. You're from
20 minutes
Mississauga.
away.
Just because they like the total opposite of us, and they know exactly why. Yeah, I don't know.
You're from,
Mississauga.
yeah. You're
Yeah,
from
see?
the Long Island. of
He's like,
Toronto.
Guys, I'm operating with an intensive headache. Yes, I'm giving myself an excuse because this is a real excuse. It's not a fake excuse. All right, it's a real freaking excuse. Got an intensive headache. I have been having it consistently throughout this reaction video, live stream. So I can't even think straight right now. I'm trying to pay attention, and like I said already, I gave you the disclaimer. I might tap out, but not yet.
saying he's from the
Yeah,
city,
yeah.
but he's from
Not
Long
even.
Island.
This is Toronto Light or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they
see,
call that.
he knows
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Canadian
yeah.
bullshit.
No, but yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Everyone
believe
wants to
you
be from
tried
the.
shit on him.
Well, everyone wants to be from the six when
I
they
can't-
fucking when Drake's from there and bullshit. It's like
Nah, Drake made Toronto cool, man.
straight up.
But I like just Canadians in general. I like how they are. Nice people, kind people. I trust their kindness. Isn't that the dope thing about having some fame? Is that you could be nice to people and they trust it?
Do you have people from New York that hit you up or like want to put New York on their back?
In what way?
Like if he's from Canada and all the Toronto people, they have like that connection.
Yeah.
Do you have a connection with New York people?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like I'm yeah, I am the way I am because of the people here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I take responsibility, I guess, for it. Like I look,
Like you want to put New York on the map type shit?
you can't put New York on. It's already on the map.
Exactly.
You know, you just
Everyone
gotta
wants to
live
claim
by it.
they're
about.
like the king of New York though.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know if
yeah.
you've said that or not.
Nah, man. You don't need to be. Get that product placement. That's not distracting.
Yo, who is in comedy, the comedy world? Who is the New York comedian, bro? Okay, we got Andrew Schulz. Who else? Who's from New York? Who's a stand-up comedian who everybody knows and admires? I don't know. I can't even think of not one right now. No, Dave Chappelle. I was gonna say Dave Chappelle, but he's from Washington, right? Shit, I can't even think of anybody. Chris Rock, bro. Wow. Chris Rock, my ninja. I don't even like his stand-up comedy. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Chris Rock's stand-up comedy. But a lot of people do, right? And he's from New York. He's from Brooklyn, right? So, yeah, I could. How can I? Come on. Chris Rock. Of course, Chris Rock.
Yeah, I don't. King of New York.
But I guess, because he's an old comedian. Andrew Schulz kind of seems like the only right now choice. I don't know. Whatever.
Who is the king of New York in your opinion?
It's got to be the OGs if we're being real. It's an OG type of thing. Like, who's the king of New York? That's a great question. I don't know. You think you're the king of New York? That's what they
No,
say?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
He's just trying to get included.
Okay,
That's
I
what he
got
does.
you. You really, you got it like that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Who do you think the king of New York is?
Is Cardi or Nicki from New York?
Both.
Cardi probably. Cardi B.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The
I
queen.
mean, yeah,
I don't
she's
think
a
no one
popular
really talks
musician.
about that.
She's a
no more.
popular musician. I don't know. I don't think you could be a king.
Yo. I told you, bro. I get a negative vibe from this guy. I think a lot of people do. Steiny. He's trolling, and he's really fake and disingenuous. If he's being serious about Cardi B being the queen of New York or whatever, I am vivid. I am outraged entirely and absolutely. Cardi B, Queen of New York. Why the fuck would you say that? Why would you say that, bro? I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. Cardi B, bro. Couldn't say 50 Cent. Come on.
King of New York if you're a musician.
What do you have to be? A comedian? Because you're not claiming that.
Nah, but I don't know. It's like who is the cultural curator of New York? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Right now, Side Talk is
Jay-Z. I don't even like Jay-Z like that, but Jay-Z, he's big enough. Everybody knows him. Everybody respect the guy. He's a billionaire. Blah 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 blah. He owns what? The Nets Stadium, whatever the hell that shit is called, Brooklyn Nets or whatever it's called. Yeah, man. Jay-Z. I forgot about Jay-Z, but I love 50 Cent. I'll say 50 Cent. I don't know about Jay-Z, but he could have said Jay-Z. He could have said that. Like, he's popular enough for him to actually think of that name and say it. I mean, I freaking hate this guy.
king.
Cardi B, though? Cardi B? I'm trying to make her an accent. How she says, like, from the Bronx. She's from the Bronx. Hold on. I can't do her accent. I hate the shit out of her accent. She's just a dirty bitch from the Bronx. Fuck that bitch. The fuck are you talking about, Cardi B? Why would you say that, son? I can't believe she's even famous, son. I can't believe she has any type of music that people are actually listening to. Like, why? Why you? It's nothing of. That's not viable. It's not viable at all. Like, you can't vibe to that shit at all. Like, why is people lying to themselves? Like, it's crazy, son. I get this shit was free because it was on freaking. It was on one of those apps that free music was going on. Was it iCloud? It's not iCloud. What's it called? Whatever the hell it's called. It was free, and that's how she gained the popularity because people just wanted to listen to free music, and they thought her song was pretty decent. That's really what it was. It was pretty decent, and they heard it and they listened to it. That's what the hell it was. It was decent. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. It was decent. The free something that's free and decent. Okay, for free. And they made her popular. This bitch used to wipe her ass on people's shirt, leave a shit stain on their shirt in a strip club. Like, come on, my ninja. This dirty hoe. I don't know, bro. I just fucking hate this bitch.
Yeah, they're big.
Side Talk is king.
I'm trying my very best to stop cursing, man. I am, but so far, Stani is. You just get it. Yo, I get it, bro. I get Andrew Schulz's reaction to this guy right now.
Those boys?
Love them. Love Trent and
You
Jack.
linked with them?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. But like right now, they're representing New York in
They're
a way.
killing it.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes it takes an outsider, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's cool. Well, I don't know. Jack's, I think, from Long Island, but like sometimes you need someone from outside to look in and see what's spectacular and amazing because the shit that's right in front of you is just too obvious to you.
When they were really small, we had like a call with them and they were debating like signing with us.
Yeah.
And they passed on us.
No
Yeah.
way.
But like we're
It
still
worked
tight with them.
out.
Like, yeah, it worked out for them.
But it was smart
They
for you
killed it.
guys to look after it.
I was watching them from like when they were small.
Really?
But like it wasn't. We just had a call and then they're like, "Yo, I think we're just gonna kind of do our own thing. Like, love you boys. Like, appreciate it." And now they're killing it.
So what?
And they're still helping us. Like, they show love to Happy Dad on
Yeah.
the page and shit. It's dope. They're
Yeah.
crushing it.
No, they're absolutely crushing it. They're representing the culture in the best way.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if you put the culture on the map, then you're king. And I think that they're doing that beautifully right now. So that's good. You were trying to sign them.
I just We're
You're a
always
kind of
just
smart
looking-
guy, huh?
I mean, I try.
Yeah.
Try.
So are you the brains behind this shit?
No, we got a bunch of brains now.
Yeah. But
I'm
originally,
I'm one of them. But now we got John, we got Sam. Steve's a smarter guy than people know too.
now this guy's
Steiny's getting there.
this guy's
He
sharp.
thinks he's smart, but
You sharp. This guy's sharp.
yeah, Steve's very
Your
smart.
one mess up was the getting kicked off YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the one thing because never let them take away your ability to control your narrative. You still got this, so you could talk.
He
Yeah.
didn't do shit, man. Come on, bro. Steve did not do shit, man. This YouTube just had a stupid ass rule, and that's what all it was really. I mean, they jumped into the opportunity to get this guy off because I don't know. I can't give a reason. I can't think of a reason. Maybe because he made an interview with Donald Trump. I don't know. They had an agenda. I'm sure they have an agenda against the entire No boys for real. And I guess because they right wing, they give that impression. I don't know. Just they really fucked with Steve.
But that's the one thing. Like when I saw that even happen with like Tate and all the guys, it was like, you don't want to die on this because if you can't speak, people forget about you immediately.
Yeah.
Don't let them take away your ability to.
I think it was kind of.
But
out
your
of
specials
control,
on
though.
YouTube too, though.
Yeah.
So how many
Everything's
people?
YouTube
But
for
how many
me.
people are telling you
I'm
like,
all
yo,
in
this
YouTube.
might not fly,
But Steve's was definitely
do,
weird
for sure.
because like.
and you
there's no-
overrule them and say, yo, I'm gonna be
strikes,
me.
right?
Oh, hold on. What are you? What are
I'm
you
just
asking?
saying, like, because your stuff's on YouTube,
Yeah.
and you do a little bit borderline stuff. So
Of course, I
how,
want to be as close as I possibly can. I want to go.
but how many
over.
people are saying, yo, this might not work, and you're overruling that and saying, yo,
like you're
fuck
saying
it.
at YouTube the company?
No, but like if you're gonna talk about like make the blackface jokes like you do in your
Yeah,
special,
yeah. I
like how
that
many
one.
people are like, yo, that might not fly on YouTube.
Nobody has said anything there. That's another thing I learned about comedy is like, if you do a joke to the person you're talking about and they laugh, you can't be offended. It was just a bunch of white people in the crowd and we're talking about why blackface is okay in this situation. In the situation, I think I was like, it was a Navy SEAL, right? I was
Yeah.
like, it's like they have to do it, right? Which I think is a funny sketch, like the idea of like this woke Navy SEAL like showing up and he's got to do it, and even
He
the black
doesn't want
guys
it?
are like, paint it the fuck up. He's like, guys, I would. Like to me, just the visual of that is funny, but yeah, it's like if you're doing it to black dudes and black chicks and they're laughing, no white lady can like report you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you're making the blackface jokes, are you looking in the audience trying to find the one black guy laughing?
Absolutely.
Well,
What
the-
if there's none out
how
there?
do you say, yo, zoom in
No,
on the black guy
no,
when I
the-
make this
The
joke?
camera went
100%.
to
Yeah.
four
They
different
definitely
black faces.
I went through a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, it was
right.
just blackface.
And then all of a sudden, when you're watching, you're like, "Oh, I don't feel the discomfort
Yeah,
because they're in on the joke."
and they're all smiling,
They're
laughing,
smiling.
beautiful teeth, white
Beautiful
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys got good teeth too. Are these real?
No,
Nah.
You?
No.
Are yours? Yeah, I
Mine
got
are.
real teeth. I'm gonna get fake ones soon, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
What? You do have the worst teeth at the table.
Well, they're
no, you
fucking
have
fake,
bad
bro.
teeth compared to everybody
What about
else.
compared to you?
I think I have better teeth than you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But yours are real.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I had
alright, whatever.
Invisalign.
Okay, I didn't have
You
that.
didn't have braces?
I did have braces.
Oh, okay, and then what happened?
I just grind my teeth.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna get
okay.
fake ones, and then you'll have the worst
Why are
ones
you
here.
grinding your teeth all the time, man?
Yeah, what are you so stressed about, dude?
Late at
Just-
night, man.
what are
Just
you
stress,
putting- what are you
anxiety,
putting in your
constant
body?
Put
anxiety.
the
with this
labels
group.
to the camera. Ask me the
No,
questions. and
constant
it's over.
anxiety with this group. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just
Why are they anxious?
Always filming everything type shit.
Oh,
No.
and you're worried that like it's gonna be you caught out of context or something like that.
Yeah, he pissed on me a couple weeks ago.
that's fire.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
this is what he'll do.
fire.
He'll get fucked up before a podcast,
Uh huh.
and then
No, I did that one
I
time.
feel like we need to
regret-
be a little more fucked up. You
regret-
guys are a
yeah,
little
yeah.
nervous or
Regret
something.
every-
Like, get him drunk.
No,
He'll
you don't want
regret-
that.
He'll regret everything he says,
Yeah.
and then when we see the edit, he tries to cut everything out and remove them.
That's
like,
a little annoying too.
like
I
this
did that
pod, he'll
one
probably try to be
time.
cut shit out.
Really?
No, this pod's cool.
What would you want to cut?
Well, it was with Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
and what I learned from that
Should we
is
take
like
a shot?
Yeah.
Any-
Let's do it.
and moonshine.
anytime you fucking test
Oh,
Andrew
fuck.
Tate, the
I don't know if I
top
want
G
to.
fans come out and are after your fucking
Oh,
neck.
they ride, but y'all got fans that ride for you too, right?
Bro, I'm about to be done with this right now. I don't know. Maybe that's just. I don't know if anybody actually watching this right now. I can watch the whole entire video yourselves and react to it yourselves. I'm gonna just share my opinion about the shit, the vibe so far about the podcast. Pretty decent. Maybe it's still gonna get into it. It's still like another 45 minutes, 50 minutes. But so far pretty decent. And Steiny like is annoying as shit. But I can see why he can kind of rub on you. Like I don't know, like he's not all bad type shit. So my reaction to him initially was, again, I still get that vibe of fakeness and bullshit and annoying, but maybe I'm just like my brain cells are dead because of the constant pain that I'm feeling in my head because of this damn toothache. Or maybe it is true that he is rubbing off on me, and just a guy doing his best to be, a part of this world that he's clearly is in and established of and people, he gained followers and people actually, I guess, enjoy him and his character or whatever. Um, Andrew Schulz, funny as hell. I should have never did this live stream. I'm totally tired, and my brain again, like I said, I just saw this. They just uploaded, I think, today. When was it? No, 2 days ago. But I just saw that they uploaded it. And released this podcast, so I decided to make a live stream and react to it. But I should have never did it like this, and I apologize for it. I don't like doing this and like just quitting halfway there. Obviously I'm not even halfway there. This is the entire hour left, basically. But the point here is meaning that I meant to do a live stream reaction to this. I want to keep my word, but I'm not gonna be able to because I'm pain right now. I'm in pain. I can't think straight. I can't say the right words now. I can't think of the words. Um, so I'm just called it a day, and I apologize again to you guys if I wasted your time with this video or with this live stream. Peace, guys.